Hello everyone, I am Ritika Sujgar, Assistant Professor IT Department. So in the course of machine learning, in previous lecture we started our third unit. Okay, so third unit is based on the classification. So in this video we discuss about logistic regression in machine learning. Okay, so before starting the logical regression, first we discuss what are the types of machine learning classification algorithms. So first is a linear models and the second one is a non-linear model. So in the linear model, it contains the logistic regression and the support vector machine. And in the non-linear model, there are k-nearest neighbors, kernel SVM, neo-biases, decision tree classification, and the last is a random forest classification. So here in this third unit, we discuss about what is logistic regression and the support vector machine. So in the later unit, that is unit 4, unit 5, we discuss about briefly what is k-nearest neighbor, neo-biases, decision tree classification also. Okay, so in this unit 3 we discuss about logistic regression and the support vector machine. So here in this video we discuss about only the logistic regression part. Okay, so what are the uses of classification algorithm or the use cases of classification algorithm? The first is the email spam detection, then speech recognition, identification of cancer tumor cells, drugs classification, and the last is the biometric identification. Okay, so these are the uses of a classification algorithm. So next is the logistic regression in machine learning. So here the logistic regression is one of the most popular machine learning algorithm which comes under the supervised learning techniques. It is used for predicting the categorical dependent variables using a given set of independent variables. So this logistic regression predict the output of a categorical dependent variables. Therefore, the outcome must be categorical or a discrete values. So it can be either yes or no form, 0 or 1 form, true or false form, etc. So, but instead of giving the exact value as a 0 and 1, it gives the probabilistic value which lies between the 0 and 1. Okay, so as I said in the classification part, there are two situations are given, yes or no condition या फिर situations 0 और 1 condition हो सकती है, true और false condition हो सकती है. But in the logistic regression we are finding or we are finding the output or we are predicting the output is in the form of a categorical dependent variable or in the probabilistic values. So these probabilistic values is lies between the 0 and 1. So logistic regression is much similar to the linear regression, except that how they are used. So the linear regression is used for solving the regression problems, whereas the logistic regression is used for solving the classification problems. So in the logistic regression, instead of fitting the regression line, we fit the S-shaped logistic regression. Okay. In the linear regression, we get the straight line, but if we are using the logistic regression, we get the S-like shape. Okay, so here we fit a S-shaped logistic function which predict the two maximum values, 0 or 1. Okay, either we get the 0 value or either we get the 1 value between the 0 and 1. Okay. So such as above the threshold value tends to 1 and the value below the threshold value tends to 0. So here in this logistic regression we are using the threshold value. Threshold value is either 0 or a 1. So the curve from this logistic function indicate the likelihood of something such as whether the cells are cancerous or not, or a mouse is obvious or based on its weight, etc. So the logistic regression is a significant machine learning algorithm because it has the ability to provide the probabilities and classify the new data using the continuous and the discrete dataset or a discrete values. So logistic regression can be used for to classify the observations using different types of data and can easily determine the most effective variables used for the classification. So this diagram showing the logistic function. So logistic regression used to concept of predicting the modeling as a regression. Therefore, it is called as a logistic regression. But it is used to classify the samples. So therefore, it falls under the classification algorithm. Okay. Logistic regression uses the concept of predicting modeling, so that it is called as a regression. But we are classifying our data set into the samples. Okay. So that it is called as the classification algorithm. So next is the logistic regression equation. So in the logistic regression, there are different assumptions are present. First assumption is what the dependent variable must be categorical in nature, and the second one is what the independent variable should not have the multicollinearity. Multicollinearity means what? Two or more classes are generated. If our independent variables are contain the multicollinearity, or so this is the assumptions. We don't require the independent variables are having the multicollinearity. So if we are using a logistic regression, there are two assumptions. The first is the dependent variables must be categorical in nature, and the second one is the independent variable should not have the multicollinearity. Okay, so in the logistic regression equation, it can be obtained from the linear regression equation. Okay, so we already discussed what is the equation for the linear regression: y equal to mx plus c. Okay, or y equal to a0 plus a1x, or y equal to b0 plus b1x. Okay, so the equation of the straight line can be written as y equal to b0 plus b1x1 plus b2x2 plus b3x3 so on up to the bn xn. So in this logistic regression, y can be between 0 and 1 only. Okay, so if you are using the logistic regression, the y value between the 0 and 1 only. So for this, let us dividing the above equation by 1 minus y. Okay, so we are dividing our equation by 1 minus y. So the equation becomes y divided by 1 minus y, 0 for y equal to 0 and infinity for y equal to 1. But we need a range between the minus infinity to plus infinity. Then take the algorithm of the equation. It will become for infinity to minus infinity to plus infinity. The equation is like log of. Here we are using the log so that we get the range between minus infinity to the plus infinity. So log of y divided by 1 minus y is equal to b0 plus b1x1 plus b2x2 plus b3x3 so on up to the bn xn. So this above equation is the final equation for the logistic regression. Okay. Next is the example, logistic regression example. So there is a data set given which contains the information of various users obtained from the social networking sites. So there is a car making company that has recently launched a new SUV car. So the company wanted to check how many users from the dataset wants to purchase the car. Okay, so we are predicting here how many users from the dataset want to purchase this particular car. Okay, so for this problem, we will build the machine learning model using the logistic regression algorithm. So the data set is shown in this image. Okay, so this is the data set. So in this problem, we will predict the purchased variables, that is our dependent variables, by using the age and salary. Okay, so here we are predicting the purchased variables. So purchase variables क्या है यहाँ पे dependent variable. So by using हम कैसे predict कर सकते हैं purchased variables based on the age and salary. पर्टिकुलर पर्सन की क्या एज है, उसकी सैलरी कितनी है, डिपेंड्स ऑन दैट वी कैन predict the purchased variables. Okay, so here by using the age and salary, so here the dependent variable is what, salary, and independent variable is what, independent variable is what, our age. Okay, so output क्या होगा यहाँ पे, by executing this logistic regression we get this following output. Okay, so here in this graph we can see that there are some green points, okay, or some dark black points within this dark region, and the faint dots within this faint region. Okay, ग्रे शेड डार्क में है और फेंट कलर में है. ओके, ब्राइट और डार्क में. सो जो डार्क पॉइंट्स है वो एक अलग रीजन है, और जो ब्राइट पॉइंट से या फिर फेंट पॉइंट से वो हमारा अलग रीजन है. So all these data points are the observation points. So these are all the observation points from this training set, which shows the result of a purchased variable. Okay, here we are predicting the purchased variables based on the age and salary. So all these data points are observed variables from the training data set, which shows the result for the purchased variables. So this graph is made by using the two independent variables, that is age. Independent variable is age on the x-axis and the estimated salary on the y-axis. So here this dark dotted points observations are for using or for which purchased, that is the dependent variables, is probably 0. ओके, जो भी डार्क पॉइंट है उसको हमने अज्यूम किया है 0. 0, that is users who did not purchase the SUV car. 0 means what, the users not purchase the SUV car, and 1 means what, user purchase the SUV car. Okay, so here जो भी हमने यहाँ पे डॉटेड डार्क पॉइंट है वो क्या इंडिकेट करते हैं, 0. that means users did not purchase the SUV car. Okay, एंड जो भी हमारे ब्राइट में जो पॉइंट्स दिख रहे हैं उसको हमने अज्यूम किया है 1. So these observations are for which the purchase, that is probably 1 means what, the user who purchased the SUV car. 1 means what, users who purchased the SUV car, or 0 means what, user did not purchase the SUV car. So we can also estimate from the graph that the users who are younger with low salary did not purchase the car. जिसका एज कम है या फिर जो यूजर यंग है उसकी सैलरी क्या होगी, कम हो सकती है. ओके, उसका एक्सपीरियंस कम हो सकता है. सो दिस पर्टिकुलर पर्सन इज नॉट परचेसिंग द कार. Okay, whereas the older users with the higher estimated salary purchase this SUV car. Okay, so depending on these ages and salary we can predict the purchased variables. Okay, purchased variables, that is purchased car or a not purchased car. But there is some, okay, so here in this graph there is some dark points are also present. Okay, so this is a not purchased car graph, this is a purchased car graph. Okay, so in this purchased car points there are some dark points are also present. Okay, see here, so there are some dark points are also present in this bright region. ओके, दैट इज इन द बाइंग द कार. बाइंग द कार के अंदर भी हमने क्या किया, यहाँ पे देखो कुछ डॉटेड डार्क पॉइंट भी दिख रहे हैं. सो दिस पॉइंट्स इन दिस bright region, that is not buying the car. Okay, so this region, that is the not buying the car, so we can say that the younger user with the higher estimated salary purchase the car. Okay, so हमने क्या किया है, जिसकी सैलरी कम है, जिसका एज कम है, जिसकी सैलरी कम है, सो वो कार को बाय नहीं कर सकता. सो ये वाले रीजन तक के क्या है, वो कार को बाय नहीं कर सकता. बट बियॉन्ड दिस रीजन, दैट इज द जिसकी एज ज़्यादा है उसकी सैलरी ज़्यादा है, सो वो क्या है, ये वाला रीजन शो कर रहा है, दैट इज द बाइंग द कार. बट समटाइम्स क्या हो सकता है, जिसका एज कम है ओके, बट उसकी सैलरी ज़्यादा है। सो वो क्या शो कर रहा है यहाँ पे, डार्क पॉइंट शो कर रहा है। ओके, so we can say that the younger user with a higher estimate salary purchase the car, whereas the older user जिसकी सैलरी कम है, वो लो एस्टिमेट सैलरी है, डिड नॉट परचेज द कार। ओके, सो ये भी पॉसिबिलिटी हो सकती है, जिसकी सैलरी कम है बट उसका एज ज़्यादा हो सकता है, या फिर जिसका एज कम है बट उसकी सैलरी ज़्यादा हो सकती है। ओके, okay, so this is the concept of logistic regression. So linear regression में क्या बट मिलता था हमें, ये वाला एक डेटा सेट है, ये वाला एक डेटा सेट, सो हम लीनियरली स्ट्रेट लाइन को ड्रॉ कर सकते थे, बट इन दिस लॉजिस्टिक रिग्रेशन we get this type of data set. Okay, thank you. So in the next lecture we discuss about types of logistic regression and what is the cost function in the logistic regression. Okay, thank you.